Hey, what's up guys, autofanatic. So today I'm going to show you a brief video and discuss the JackPoint JackStands that I recently got, and I'm going to show you a quick demonstration, explain to you a little bit about these and why I personally bought them, considering that I have about 15 JackStands of the conventional type, and I also have these really cool flat bottom JackStands as well. So I'm going to get the camera set up on the tripod and I'm going to show you exactly how this works and why this is one of the safest and best systems for lifting and working on your cars if you are limited on space and you can't afford to put a lift, or you don't have the height clearance in your garage to put a lift. This is definitely the way to go, because you could lift the entire vehicle up and support it at the same proper jacking location using these aluminum pads, and I'll show you guys here. They offer various pads, and these are the pads for my Alfa Romeo, because they have the center puck in the middle with the raised recess up top. Also have some flat pads right here, and you could also use the pinch weld adapter, and I've showed this on my channel as well. They make pads for various different cars: Porsche, Corvette, Teslas, BMWs, you name it. And like I said, made in America, and I'm supporting American manufacturing more than ever right now. So let's get this video started right now. All right guys, so before I go any further, I just want to explain to you why I bought these new JackStands. So conventionally, a JackStand is pretty much the similar design. It's got the little cup right here, and you raise and lower it as such. The situation is, this works well on vintage cars that have a solid rear axle. You could put a piece of rubber isolator and lift up the car from there. Also works well if you had the pinch weld adapters on most modern cars. Now the situation is, if you own a Corvette, you own a Porsche, you own an Alfa Romeo, a Ferrari, you cannot jack the car up from the rocker panel area or the pinch weld area, and there's no particular frame support that you could actually slide a jack under the car to jack the car up safely without crushing the floor. So on a lot of these cars, they have 4 designated lift locations when you drive the car up on a lift. Now, how do you do that when you're working on the car at home? What do you want to do in exhaust? You want to do full brakes? You want to do detailing? You need a way to jack the car up and support it in that same designated location, and there's no solution on the market except the JackPoint JackStands that I purchased right here. Now, these are the conventional 3-ton JackStands that come in various sizes, and I have like 15 of these already. Now, another cool stand, these are made by Esco. This has a flat saddle like I show you there, and these work really, really well. And I use these on vintage cars whenever I'm doing restoration work, because the vintage cars that I usually work on are body on frame, and they also have a boxed steel frame that has flat sections that you could support the entire chassis on the Esco JackStand. So sometimes when I'm doing work, if I'm going to pull the body off the car, I will set 6 or 8 of these up on the chassis, and then we can lift the body off as well. So it just makes it a lot easier. But every JackStand is going to be designated for any particular situation. So not one JackStand is going to be one size fits all, and that's why I wanted to put this video together, and I'm really excited to show you the JackPoint JackStands today. So let's just get over to that right now, and I'm going to show you exactly how these work. So as I mentioned in the intro, these are made in America. These are cast aluminum. The owner of the company, John, he is a retired attorney, and this particular brand is always advertised in Excellence magazine and Porsche Panamera. So if you guys have a Porsches, or even the Corvette magazines, you have seen the articles and the little ads in the back of the magazine for the JackPoint JackStands. Jay Leno's Garage also featured this company as well. It's an outstanding design. It's really a niche product, whereas, you know, a conventional JackStand could cost you anywhere between 30 bucks to 80 bucks, depending on those styles that I showed you on the left. This is a hell of a lot more money, but you have to understand something. It's not made in China. It's manufactured in Illinois, and it's cast out of aluminum that's a little over a ½ inch thick, and you also get various different pucks and adapters like I'm going to show you. So this particular piece right here, this is like a 10-pound jacking pad that is specific for the Alfa Romeo. So you have replaceable rubber cushions, and you have the pins. The pins now on a lot of cars, they have a locating pin, whether you have a Tesla or Corvette or an Alfa Romeo or any other exotic car. So the way this works, so you're going to lift the car up, you're going to slide your jack under here, and I'm going to show you a quick demonstration on the floor with this on the floor, and then you're going to put the saddle onto the jack. You're going to jack the car up from the designated lifting point, and then when you lower it down, you're going to slide the JackStand under it, and it's going to tuck right in and rest on this as well. Now these are rated, listed as 4,000 pounds. I talked to John in detail about the engineering of these, and he says that they've tested them up to 10,000 pounds before they started seeing any bowing or deflection. But use it with caution. Don't try to lift up an 18-wheeler or anything like that with these. This is specifically made for guys that have high-performance cars and low-profile cars as well. So I'm going to just get the one of these stands on the floor, and I'm going to show you real quick. Another thing before I go forward that's really cool is storage. I'm all about storage and maximizing my storage space with a minimal footprint. So the cool thing about the JackPoint JackStands are they're stackable. So like I show you here, you can stack them up, put them in the corner, and they take up literally maybe 16 inches by X amount of inches high. So they take up very little space, and it's just a viable option if you're looking for something that you're going to work on the weekends, or you're going to take these to the racetrack. They're also not very heavy to move around. Another thing I want to mention too, and this is important for anybody that's working on your car in an asphalt driveway, because what ends up happening when you're using a conventional jack stand, you can see these are cheap stamped steel. The very thin gauge steel, when you're lifting a car, is usually going to embed itself into your driveway and cause the driveway to sink, the blacktop to sink, and you're going to leave permanent impressions. Now, that's just by the design of this, because this is very thin gauge stamped steel. Now, the JackPoint JackStands, if you look at them, you can see the footprint is much thicker and much wider, and from testing them so far, they have not left any impressions into my asphalt driveway. So let me get this thing on the floor, and I'm going to show you exactly how you set this thing up with your floor jack. All right, guys, so the first step, what you're going to want to do, you also want to make sure you have a low profile floor jack like I have here, and you want to make sure that the jack can slide in between the openings on both sides. So what I usually do is I'm going to pull the jack out. You're going to drop the designated lift pad onto the jack saddle as shown, and let me just show you guys real quick how this works. So you're going to go in there, we're just lifting it up, and I'm going to show you quickly. So we're going to visualize that's exactly what you're going to do. So now just visualize that we just jacked up the car, and now we're ready to lower the car down onto the JackPoint JackStand. So we're just going to go like this. Boom. You slide the jack out, and it's simple as anything. Now, the security of this is absolutely more stable than any of the jack stands that I showed you on my bench. So I'm going to show you guys right now a quick demonstration. I already got one side of my car lifted up, and I'm going to show you guys right now. All right, so you can see here, I got the Alfa Romeo already lifted up on the complete driver's side, and I'm just going to take it down from the JackPoint JackStands. So you can see here, you're just going to slide the jack through the recess in the design. You're going to jack up from the jacking pad saddle onto the JackPoint adapter that is specific for your vehicle, and you're going to raise the car up like I show you right there. It's very simple, and you're going to sneak the JackPoint JackStand out from around the jack and out from under the car. You're going to safely lower the car down now, just with a quick twist of the release lever. Bring the car down safely, and then you're going to slide it out, and that's pretty much how simple and easy it is. And then you can see here, that's exactly how it anchors in. It's keyed in, it cannot fall off, and it's absolutely incredible on how much stability this thing has and how versatile these really are. Because a lot of times you guys watch my videos and I use those wood service stands, but like I said, I'm going to be doing a full brake system upgrade on the Alfa Romeo, and considering that it only has 4 lift points, there's really no way for me to jack the car up and put jack stands under it unless I invested in this particular solution. So it's really, really effective, like I show you right there. Jack it up, slide the stand out, piece of cake, and you can do this all on your own, just like I'm showing you here. You don't need a helper, and the car's down on the ground. 1, 2, 3. All right, guys, so that pretty much concludes my short video and demonstration of the new JackPoint JackStands. I was super excited to get these, and like I said, I was considering getting a bend pack quick jack, but to be honest with you, I just don't have the room for it. The time it takes me to set this up and get any of my cars up in the air on all fours is quicker and easier, and it takes up far less space than any quick jack or any other portable solution on the market. So I'm going to put a link to JackPoint JackStands. Like I said, if you reach out, speak to John. He's a super nice guy. He's a car guy. He's a Porsche guy. He races at the track, and he will take the time to discuss everything about these stands in detail with you. Like I said, I am not sponsored, I am not an affiliate, I'm not earning anything from this, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to support more American-made products and local small businesses anywhere across the USA as much as I can, and I have a lot of respect for people that are still taking the initiative to make products like this in America. It's a niche product, it caters to us car guys. They have adapters for everything you could possibly think of. They supply these to Tesla direct, and they're using these in the Tesla factories all over the world. And like I said, it's a proven system. It's far safer than trying to use any of those other ones on the side there. So if you guys have a Corvette, a Porsche, Lamborghini, McLaren, Ferrari, and if you guys want to DIY and work on your cars, you should really definitely check these out. They're not cheap, but you get what you pay for, and you have to consider that these are made in America by a small business. So once again, just support the small business as well. And thanks for watching this short video. And please remember, subscribe to the AutoFanatic YouTube channel for more automotive content ranging from tools, detailing, modifying your cars, and everything up the gamut of automotive content you could possibly think of. And please set your notifications for the next AutoFanatic video. And you will be seeing these stands on my channel in upcoming videos as time goes on, and I do more service work and more modifications to any of my cars. I'm also going to show these to you on the GT350R, on my Stelvio, on Corvettes, Porsches, and any other car that I get a chance to work on them at the house in the near future. And like I said, thanks for watching this video. Please visit the AutoFanatic website today, and feel free to support AutoFanatic as a brand in the AutoFanatic web shop. And I'll see you guys in the next video real soon. Take care.